NATO is openly considering preemptive strikes on Russia under the guise of defending against hybrid warfare. From cyberattacks to sabotage and airspace violations, European capitals are panicking, pushing rhetoric of escalation while depending on the US for actual strategic power.
Being more aggressive compared to the aggressiveness of our opponent could be an option. How deterrence is achieved, through retaliatory strikes or through a preemptive strike, is something we need to analyze deeply, because even greater pressure may arise in the future.
Hybrid warfare incidents continue to mount, from cable cutting in the Baltic Sea to cyber attacks across Europe. With the US reducing troops in Romania, Bulgaria, Slovakia, and Hungary, Europe feels exposed and reacts with panic, proposing aggressive options even as Washington focuses on diplomacy.
If all we do is continue to react, we are just inviting Russia to continue its efforts, to continue to harm us. Especially when hybrid warfare is asymmetric. It costs them little, and us a lot. We need to try to be more inventive.
Meanwhile, the US is quietly pushing for implementable peace. Talks in Florida focused on long-term security guarantees for Kyiv, while ensuring Russia is part of the equation. Constructive negotiations continue despite Kyiv's theater of positivity.
We continue to be realistic about how difficult this is, but optimistic, particularly given the fact that, as we've made progress, I think there is a shared vision here that this is not just about ending the war, which is very important. It is about securing Ukraine's future, a future that we hope will be more prosperous than it's ever been.
Behind the rhetoric, Kyiv continues to escalate militarily and fails to control the chaos. Drone strikes disabled 2 Russian tankers in Turkey's exclusive economic zone, provoking regional alarm. Ukraine's officials openly acknowledge permanent war under Putin, with corruption and mismanagement undermining peace prospects.
There is constructiveness in the conversation, and all issues at the meetings were discussed frankly and aimed at ensuring the sovereignty and national interests of Ukraine. I am grateful to America, President Trump's team, and the President personally for the time that is so intensively invested in defining steps to end the war. We will continue to work.
Kyiv's theater of constructive talks cannot hide the reality of chaos and dependency. Ukraine's leaders escalate provocations while pretending to negotiate, undermining their own credibility and leaving the country exposed. Zelensky has lost control. Not the war, not his people, not his army, nor his allies.
As long as the regime of Russian dictator Vladimir Putin, including his entourage, remains in power, Russia's main line will remain the desire to destroy the state of Ukraine and forcibly annex its territories to the Russian Federation. The basis of our existence is and always will be the ability to maintain a strong army.
Every provocation, every escalation, and every attempt to hijack peace has left Kyiv in a state of strategic collapse. While Trump's US and Russia pursue serious implementable solutions, Ukraine spirals further into chaos. NATO's empty threats and EU panic cannot rescue Zelensky or Kyiv. The country's freefall is complete, and the world sees it.